How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded anything, and just to be quite honest, just been dealing with a lot with the property, learning a lot along the way, talking with my property management, and just really haven't had anything very meaningful to upload as far as the rental goes. But I do hope to have an update here in the near future, just talking about my journey so far with the property and how everything's been going, and just giving a general update. But as you can see from the title of this video, this is actually just a one-off video where I wanted to talk about 6 different contacts that I was speaking with throughout the process of buying my rental property. So I mentioned these names throughout my previous videos when I was going through the process of buying this rental property that I own, but I wanted to make just one video that has them all in one place where you guys can reference. These are 6 different contacts that I think are the most important people that I spoke with when buying my first rental property out there in St. Louis. I mean, I say in St. Louis, but honestly, this could be applicable to anywhere that you're buying a rental property. It's going to be the same 6 people. Of course, there's probably a bunch more that I am missing, but these are the 6 most important people that I spoke with that'll help you guys get started when you're thinking about buying a rental property, or even just a property in general, for if it was for yourself. So I actually wrote these down in the order that I think is most important to begin speaking with these people. And so I'm just going to get right into it. So number one, when you're buying your first rental property, or like I said, just a property in general, is going to be a loan officer. If you're not planning on buying a property 100% in cash, you're going to end up getting a loan somehow. And so your loan officer is going to be your jumping off point, your starting point to figure out exactly where you stand financially, how much house you can afford, what you're going to have to put down, any questions in terms of the loan or anything like that. The loan officer is going to be the one that you're going to want to get in contact and be friends with, and add them to your personal contacts list, so that way you can send them a quick text message if needed, because you're going to be talking with them throughout the entire process. This is a very important person that you're going to be speaking with when trying to buy a property. It's important to maybe talk to one or two or maybe even 3 of them, just to find which one is the best fit for you as far as a personality goes, not necessarily just the product that you're trying to use, and in the terms that they're offering. So number one is going to be the loan officer. This is going to be very important. You want somebody that is very communicative, is going to be able to reach out to you very quickly with if any issues arise with the loan or anything like that. So the loan officer is number one. Number two, after you are getting pre-approved and you get that pre-approval letter in your hand, so you're actually ready to go out and start looking for properties, is you're going to want to find a good real estate agent in the area that you're looking to buy. So your real estate agent and your loan officer are going to work very closely together. I've come to learn this, is that my real estate agent and my loan officer they exchange contact information as soon as you go under on a property, and they stay in pretty close contact throughout the entire process. So your real estate agent is going to be your boots on the ground person that you are going to be communicating with, showing you the properties, getting you under contract, letting you, keep you updated if anything's going wrong with the property itself or something like that. Your real estate agent is going to be your number 2 person that you're going to want to try to find and use when looking to buy your first rental property, or like I said, just a property in general. Number 3, so once you actually get a property under contract, you get an offer accepted, this one's not necessarily a person, but more of the company, so the title company. So after you get your offer accepted, all of this information goes over to what they call the title company. So this is where everything starts to get processed, all the documents, all the legal jargon that they need to try to figure out. This is where they start telling you, okay, we need this, this, and this to clear title. This is really where things start to get nitty gritty between the buyer and the seller, as the title company is somewhat of the middleman between the two, where they're kind of facilitating the conversation along the whole way. So I had what they called a transaction coordinator with the title company. So once you find your real estate agent, they usually have a preferred title company that they like to use. It's a title company that they trust, they've done business with. I had a transaction coordinator with the title company that I was actually my main point of contact. So I got to know her pretty well throughout the process. And I just know that if I end up buying another property out there in St. Louis, I'll probably end up going with them again, just because I'll be using the same real estate agent and the same loan officer. So the title company is another contact that you're going to want to just have in your back pocket. There were times when I just had to send a quick email off to the title company because they needed something. So it was good just to have a contact over there that you could just ask a question or get an answer fairly quickly. Number 4, once you actually get your property under contract and you're kind of moving along the ropes there, is going to be a good inspection company. So inspectors, they for the most part do all the same thing. They're bound by certain regulations and laws that they have to follow. I'm almost positive of it. But you're going to want to find a good inspection company that you like the layout of the way that they do their inspections. It's somewhat in a price point that is affordable to you, or they do things that you're actually looking for, whether that's looking for termites or checking the roof or checking the plumbing and things like that. So they should be doing all that, but some inspection companies differ in the services that they offer. So just finding a good inspection company that once you actually go with them and you get the inspection report back, that it's something that you like and are able to read and understand easily. So having a good inspection company, I did find one out there that I'll probably end up just using again. It was affordable for the most part. They had all of the key points of the inspection that I wanted them to look for, and they did honestly just a pretty thorough and good job. So an inspection company is number 4. Number 5 is going to be an insurance agent. So there's hundreds of, if not thousands of different insurance companies out there when it comes to buying your homeowners or your landlord's insurance. That is because if you're using a loan on the property, that they're going to require you to have insurance on the property, which is a smart thing to do anyway, regardless if you had a loan or not. But finding a good insurance agent that can once again just be your point of contact and be able to answer questions quickly if you need to give them something or they need something from you, being able just to reach out very quickly. So I've found personally a good insurance agent out there that if I plan on buying a property in the future, I can just reach out to them via text message or a quick email and be able to get the ball rolling very quickly. The very first time that I met them, I was able to get all my questions answered. They offered all the things that I wanted for the property and be able to make me feel secure knowing that if a natural disaster were going to happen, I'd be able to somehow get paid out or get my money and it wouldn't have to come out of my pocket for the most part. So yeah, number 5 is a good insurance agent. And then finally, because this is more geared towards buying a rental property, number 6 is going to be a good property management. So I plan on making videos about property management and just some different things that I've learned about working with my property management so far and things to avoid and things that have been going well. But number 6 is a good property manager. So if you don't plan on managing the property yourself, which I absolutely do not want to do, I've been in great contact with my property manager. I've had an amazing, as good as things can go, I've had great communication. I've had just a great time working with my property management. He's very responsive. He answers all my questions in a quick amount of time. I don't ever feel like I'm in the dark about anything. There's a lot of transparency, and the property manager is probably one of the most important after buying the property that you need to have a good relationship with, so that way you're not feeling like you're getting taken advantage of. You feel like they're actually doing the job that you're paying them to do. And honestly, this number 6 property manager, you could probably start talking to those before you even start buying a property, just so you could start feeling them out. That's what I was doing. But I just put it at the very end because the property management is the least important until you actually are in the process of buying the property. No one's going to take you seriously when you're talking to property management if you don't even have a house for them to manage. So that's the order and the 6 contacts that I feel as though moving forward, buying any house, no matter what the circumstances are, anything, those are the 6 people that you're going to end up working with and should try to build some kind of relationship with before buying the property. Because I just know now that the things that I've learned moving forward, now that I have these contacts and I feel comfortable with it and I understand the process a little bit better, the next house is going to be so much different. I just know it with the way that this one has been going. Like I said, I plan on making videos in the future just talking about that experience, but I just know moving forward, these 6 contacts are going to make it so much easier for me. I've built the relationship now. There's a little bit of validation that I actually followed through with the purchase and that I'm legit and a real buyer when it comes to buying houses out there. And so these people will take you more seriously as time goes on. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Stay tuned for further updates. I plan on making more videos just giving updates about the rental and moving forward into the next year. I just plan on making more content. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.